Hi, good morning everybody. Welcome to Jake's Showcase. I do videos on Wednesdays. Today it's May the 17th, 2016, and I thought I'd just show a vlog, of my regular day-to-day life. So first thing is here, I'm just waking up and I'm getting a cup of coffee, and I'm applying for a job, or I'm applying for a couple different jobs today. And so I'm gonna have to go downtown today, and I just thought, I'd just bring you along the trip. So right now I'm just sort of waking up, having some coffee by myself, and I just thought I'll tell you how the day goes. So usually before I take a shower, after I've done like my sort of morning computer stuff, I usually just like chilling out for a few minutes before I take a shower, and just think about like just think about what I'm going to do today and how things are going. It's, I'm still about to head downtown, but, usually you get to see, I get to see how my channel's doing, and I get to apply for a few jobs, just think about things, and now it's time to start getting ready for the... Okay, so I'm all showered up now. I'm still just preparing, and one little trick, I think I've shown this before, but I really like this, is that I try to, my shoes, what I try to do is I try to, like, just put some water and basically wipe them down. Every single day I do this because, I don't know, no matter, like, even though I don't have a job at the minute, like, I think it's good to look your best, right? And so any little thing, here's, actually, I found this really cool thing, too, that even makes it better. It's called Magic Buff. Anyway, the point is, I can't seem to find it right now, but the point is that basically you try to clean everything up, and I'm still going to have to do a shave here in my hair. Okay, so here it is. Actually, I found it. So the Magic Buff thing, it's like really cool. You just wash it down, and it makes it look nice and shiny, and they're cheap. They're like at the dollar store, so I highly recommend that. Makes your shoes look great. Okay, for the most part here, I'm all dressed. I got my hair done, I got my shirt, I got my pants, try to clean my thing. One little addition I've done is I've now started putting on a little bit of cologne each day. So I don't, this is like the little trick here that I do. So you take it, right, and then you squirt it into the air and you walk into it. You walk into it this way, right, and then I'll squirt it this way, and then we'll walk into it this way. It's May, it's spring, it's sort of that time of year, and I've just been listening to some stuff, and, it does make me smell a little bit nicer, so, hey, every little thing you can do to make yourself a little bit better, I suggest you. One last little thing I like to do is just do a real basic straighten up, get all the clothes and everything out, so that, just make sure everything's looking half decent and nice. So, I don't know, it just makes me feel better. So just a basic straighten up. The big cleanup I usually do on Fridays. But, each time I leave, I always like to make sure everything's a little bit tidied up. I just like, okay, we're ready to roll, let's get going. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we gotta go on a little bit of a mission today. We got 3 specific things that I've got to do. Alright. And so, alright. So basically the 3 different things I got to do today is, number 1 is I've got to go, just hold on. Okay, so here we go, we got to get going. The 3 things I got to do today is, number 1, I've got to get down to the unemployment center to print off some of my resumes. I didn't have the right programs yesterday, so I had to go to FedEx, and so today I've got it all straightened out. Now I got to go print up a bunch of resumes. The next thing is that I got to do is I have to go check my P.O. box, which I just recently got. And the third thing I got to do is I want to go in, and I applied for a bunch of Canadian government jobs yesterday, and I just want to do a little follow-up on that. Okay, so one thing I've done ever since I passed 1 million views is I've changed my path up a little bit. I don't need to go up and down the main streets, and so I just go a little bit of a different way. Sometimes I like it going downtown, but sometimes most of the stuff is downtown, so I gotta go down there, but I'm gonna show you a little bit of a different path today. And again, this is beautiful Wortley Village. It's the middle of the spring, or it's just the beginning of the spring, so things are still blooming, and I don't have a coat on, so I'm happy. Yeah, so you see, the thing is sometimes, like, there's a bit of a benefit when you I don't know, I just thought that maybe I have maybe a little bit better of a chance. It's hard to get a job. It's hard to explain to people that, in this town here, because I have a YouTube channel with over 1 million views, I'm fairly well known, and that can work for you or against you. The population here is about 381,000, and I've got about 3 times the amount of views as that. So a lot of people recognize me. And so it's one of the reasons. It's kind of weird, but it's almost like I like to keep to myself. And as much as I wanted to see people before, it's like I kind of like just staying away. And because I can draw a reaction. It's kind of a strange way of life. So I'm looking for a job I can do that I can be good at, and I'm hoping maybe the Canadian government job. That'd be awesome. Then you're set, right? And oh yeah, that pays enough. Meeting those three criteria can be a bit of a challenge, especially for a person. See, this area is still very beautiful as the spring comes and the sun comes out. Everything I showed before, it's still the same, but it's just more prettier. And you wait till the flowers really get going. See, there's some construction on this road here, which is actually good because this is usually a very busy street. So once I pass that construction, it's going to be really nice and quiet. New construction all around here. Check that out. Look at that big loader there. That's awesome. John Deere, baby. Yeah, so this is a different path that I usually don't go down, but it's like me, like I like being different, right? Just always mix it up, right? So this is usually very busy here, and it's quite nice. Actually, it's beautiful, and it's getting quieter and quieter. We're gonna get down by the park soon. I'm looking forward to that. Look at the beautiful colors coming out now. Down here, nice green park. That down there is called Kemp's Park, and beautiful. I don't know. It's a perfect day. Not too hot, not too cold. I like it. So this city of London used to be called the Forest City, or I think it's still called the Forest City, I'm sorry, but it's basically based because there's a lot of forest around here, I guess. I guess that's why they call it that, right? And there is a lot of lush trees. Now a lot of it's been paved over, but nonetheless there's still designated areas where they just let the trees grow, and it's really quite nice. So here's the path that goes down to Thames Park. This isn't actually where I'm going to go, but that brings you to some pools and really nice. And at the end of this, you're going to see a nice, beautiful shot of the whole city, or from us. And I'm going to show you maybe my favorite spot in the whole entire world. Okay, so now here we're going to come out sort of the trees, and you're going to get kind of a sky look at like the buildings in London, right? And you can see there's a lot of pretty big buildings here. Ironically, this is actually like basically my favorite spot, not so much because of the skyline there, but if we turn around once I get up a little bit further, right, you'll see right here, this is what I like looking at. This river, see, look, you got trees, you got a river, you're kind of up high, it's kind of hilly. A little tiny bit reminds me of like what I envision Ireland to be like, right? It's beautiful, green trees, sunny. Then over there you get the big city. So I just think this is a great little spot, and once the flowers come out, it's even more and more pretty. But nonetheless, see, the river is flowing beautiful now, and I don't know, I just like it here. Like, just looking over here. Then you can see the cars there in the big highway. Or it's not a highway, it's just a busy road. And we got to keep going. Still just walking away here. Okay, we're coming up to this thing. Over this road here, we can go and cut down this cool path. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, here we go. It's sort of just a little shortcut here. Gets you closer to the to the main park that I like to go to all the time when it's nice enough out. So you just cut through here, nice little path. It's different, like when I was trying to get up to 1 million views, it was like all I wanted was as much, you know, views and stuff as possible. But now that I'm past that, that was the goal. That was like the only goal on YouTube. So, you know, I kind of just like getting back to being, you know, kind of peaceful and hanging out with nature and just kind of lying low. It's kind of weird. So this here is a big defense building. One of the things about London, because it's on 3 different rivers, it was like a key military sort of area to, you know, controlling, I don't know, the waters, I guess. And so they still have the defense building here, and I believe it's still active of some dimension. I'm just not exactly sure to what. And they got like a really cool, like vintage, old, you know, just symbols or old machinery that they used to use. Check out this Forks of the Thames coming up. So this here is a footbridge that they made a whole long time ago. Had to reinforce it a bunch of times, but it walks you across this river. And it doesn't look like the spouts are out right now, but usually they have a spout. So this is the Forks of the Thames. And what that basically means is that that river over there and this river over here both kind of merge and they flow down that river over there, right? So this is sort of like the center reason why London became London, right? And so over there, it's like the main part of the city. That's like the original part. And then over here, I think it was called Westminster, and I don't know what over there was called. But like it was sort of like, this was the main city, and then these two here, and as you can see, they were all joined by bridges. It's got a whole long history. It's got a whole long history of it, but you know, as you can see, and there's ducks out, eh? I love the geese. So I don't think I'm going to sit with them right now, but you can see they're down there. And there's a whole bunch down this next path I'm going to go. So you can see that one building in the back there, that's called One London Place. That's the biggest building in the city. And they got a whole bunch of different like official offices there. That castle looking building, I think is called the Old Courthouse. And this here, I think is called the Garden of Life. So each one, like these little subsections, has like little park names, but the main park is called Harris Park, which is underneath that bridge that we're gonna head to right about now. There's that main TV station. I applied for a job with them, but no call, no luck. I don't know. I think I'd be great on TV. Let's cut through here. So you see here, it's they got a whole bunch of like little kids equipment there, and this is now in the grass area. We're starting to get into goose territory. There's our first geese that I'm seeing. And we're still just walking away here. I love parks. I love nature, you know. Love it. I'm kind of surprised there's not as more people out here today. See, look at this. There was a flood, came all the way up to here, and look at how far down the river is. And then I think there's another flood over here. I think it's even a little bit higher. But you see, that's why they have the rocks so high, because I guess these rivers really can flood. I've seen them go high, but you know, nothing like that. That's for sure. I've been pretty far underwater. That's how high it was. I'm only halfway there, and there's the actual river, so that must have been quite the flood, eh? Wow. Well, that's why they had to make the bridges so high too, I guess. See, this is the main park here. Right, they have big bands come, rock bands go onto this little park here in the summertime. And, you know, but, see, this is where the geese a lot of times hang out to get fed, right? They're making noise. Well, we gotta walk this whole path, actually. Lucky me. See, looks like they're all waddling over there. Yeah, see this nice big field? This is where they do the rock concerts. and stuff like that. It's nice and quiet here, nice big trees. Everything's just sprouting. See? It's beautiful. It's nice, eh? Nice and quiet. Everybody's just chilling out. Even the goose over there, he's taking it easy. That's caught my eye is look at these yellow flowers out here. I don't know what kind of flowers they are and why they're in this particular, seems like almost like a square. So I'm really curious. I hope they're not like dandelions, but it's just kind of weird. Never seen them like in a square like that. You think if they're dandelions they'd be everywhere, but let's get closer and find out. Well, here they are. I don't know what they are. I'm not a flower expert, that's for sure, but they're kind of cool looking little yellow flowers. I'm sure somebody knows what they are, but I just don't. All like these little yellow flowers. Well, maybe I'll look them up and find out. Nice, eh? Up that hill, we gotta get back up into the business world. So check it out. It's kind of like an analogy. Growing up a hill to success. So it's a long uphill walk, right? Something you might not want to do, but that's the direction you gotta head sometimes. Still heading up the hill here. See, once you go up this hill, then you go up the bigger hill. And you get into all the business departments and where my P.O. box is and all the things I gotta actually do today. Okay, so anyway, we're coming out of the park now. I'm not sure what I'll do going back or not, but you know, it's pretty hard to like get down on yourself or your life too much. Like if you can just relax and chill out, you know, like that, just walking, try to enjoy things, and I don't know, life's pretty good, right? I guess because of all the construction, it's really quiet. It's unusual because it's a weekday, and I know that a lot of business is going on, but I guess all these road closures and stuff like that has really sort of chilled this whole area right out. But usually it's quite busy here, starting right around here. So this here is like starting to get into downtown. Okay, so see that there, that building has got the unemployment office that I go to print my resumes. It's just like a help center desk, whatever, with computers in it. And then right beside it is the post office where I'm gonna get my P.O. box, and then I have to go to the actual Canadian government office to go ask my questions about getting a job with them. Better picture of the building with the unemployment help desk, and then you can see the P.O. boxes, or the mail post office is right beside it with the big red truck in front of it. Okay, I got all my resumes printed that I needed, that are updated, and now I'm going over to my P.O. box, which is relatively new, only a couple weeks, and just to check to see what's there. All right, and then we're gonna head over to the unemployment office. Nope, I still haven't got nothing, but it's only been about a week or two, and I'm happy I got one. So we'll see. Okay, next we're gonna go and try to talk about getting a job with the government. So up ahead here's that fancy restaurant that I like a lot, and up here we got an unemployment office. That's the office I'm gonna go to try to talk to somebody about this. It's a nice building, and here we go. And this is, oh, by the way, the that fancy theater called the Grand Theater. Well, I asked the guy, and he basically, they couldn't really say that they could help me at all, but sort of basically up to my luck if I get a phone call from them, and they said it could be like a year before you even get a phone call or a test or something like that. So it's It's really hard to get a job at the Canadian government, but hopefully maybe someday I do. Okay, so that's basically all I needed to do downtown today, but so I gotta go and I guess get back to the computer stuff and be applying and start handing out these job applications. I've done most of the spots downtown that I wanted to so far, but you know, so far that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a decision if I'm gonna get something to eat or not. Look at that, isn't that a nice flower right in the middle of the city? I like that. Well, I don't know, I guess I just was hoping to catch a break there with that Canadian government job idea of mine, but call you in a year maybe. What do you do for a year? I don't know, man. Alright, so game plan for the day was success for printing, success for at least checking my post box, and then at least a success for going down there and talking to them. I mean, it wasn't a success as far as getting a job goes. But now I'm just gonna walk back and go get something to eat. I can't believe how quiet it is here today. The whole city's been really quiet. I mean, you know, for a Tuesday. The birds are the noisiest thing out. It's beautiful. It's quiet, it's green, I love it. But it's just kind of strange how quiet everything is. I think there'd be more people going around. There's the geese inside of the yellow flowers. Beautiful day. It's awesome. That cool tree. Isn't it neat? Looks like that tree should be in a movie or something. You know, in a way it's kind of good I came back down by the park because you see, like, I was a little tiny bit upset that it's hard for me to get a job at the Canadian government, or any job for that matter. But, you know, again, like the river and the sun and the green, it relaxes me, right? And so, most of the jobs these days you gotta apply on a computer. Right? But you know, there's still some good merit to going out and handing out the resumes too. But it seems like it's a combination. You got to be able to do both. But mostly, I think it's computers these days. That's how the applications are all done. I guess the point is that regardless of going or coming, you know, by being with nature, you get nice and calm. Or at least I get nice and calm, and so that's one of the reasons I love going up and down where it's nice and calm. Right? It's awesome. Just still walking, nice and calm, and everything's good. Okay, I just got home now. It's about almost 3 o'clock, so I'm gonna have to get something to eat and think about what I'm gonna do next. You know, today being 17th of May 2016, I can't help but think or remember, like 4 years ago today, I met this girl, and I was in a whole different kind of mind space at that time, and it sort of but it was today that I kind of got the phone numbers and the ball got rolling, and I started the whole thing, and beautiful day just like today. But you know, it's funny how as time goes by, you know, things change. But I do remember that day, today's date, May 17th, as being the day. Anyway, didn't happen today, at least not so far. But anyway, just a reflection. I'm waiting for some coffee to brew here, and I'm gonna have some shreddies, I think. Well, this is really good news. I got first time in months I've actually had a response from one of the places that I applied to, and they want me to take a survey. It's for a technical support job, and it's just I haven't been getting any responses, so I'm really happy about this. Hopefully I can do good on this survey this afternoon, and they'll proceed to the next steps. The job is out of town, but not too far, and you know, it might be a huge break for me, so this is good news. Now I gotta concentrate, get this test done properly. Okay, so I just finished the technical help test for that job. It took a little longer than I expected. It was pretty tricky actually, and you know, but it would be a good job for me if I do it. I'm sure I would really pick it up quick, and it seems like it's a good pay rate for me, so it would be able to really help me out. So we'll see. Anyway, I think that'll probably be enough for the jobs right today, because I'm thinking about going over to my folks' house. It's about 4:30 right now, and today being a Tuesday, I've got to get ready for my upload at midnight, which I always do on Wednesdays at midnight. Alright, so I think what I'll do here is I'll just get ready to go over to my folks'. See, one of the hard things is look how nice it is out, eh? Isn't it beautiful out? Hard to be inside, you know, and dull, boring. You know, it's good to be outdoors on a beautiful day like today. This is gorgeous. So I'm just dying to get outside, and I think actually I might just walk over. Might just be the easiest. Okay, so we've just had my folks' house, nice quinoa and turkey sausage and salad. And I'm going to show you a little spot here. This is down by the German Canadian Country Club, a spot that I like to go. It's down by sort of like a little man-made lake here, and it's very beautiful. Just one second. It's kind of a great spot to just sort of sit and look in the early evening. It's really quite nice. So, yeah, so anyway, basically the day's just about done for me, and this evening what I'm gonna do is I have to go and my video is already uploaded because I do it early. I do it early in the week so that it's already ready for midnight, but I still like to make sure everything's all straight in the evening time. And yeah, so here it is by the lake, nice sun, nice and chill. And yeah, this is sort of basically my day. What I do in a day, during the daytime, try to get a little bit of you know, business in, a little bit of family, a little bit of fun, lots of hopefully nature. When it's nice out like this, I certainly like it. And yeah, that's typically what I do in a day. So I hope you all have a great night tonight, and or a great day today, depending if it's day or night. And yeah. I thought I'd bring you through sort of a typical day, typical Tuesday with me. Thanks for watching Jake Showcase, everybody. Don't forget to like the video below and subscribe to the channel up above. I do my videos on Wednesdays, and I hope you have a wonderful day.